What's going on, engineers? Do we have anyone out there today? Anyone? Maybe one person. Let's have a look. I'm coming in. What's going on? I'm back. I'm back. I see. My Jenga being a good boy. Hello, Jenga. I see Phoenix Knight, Pendragon, Carl Cigar, Heiko Aluma, Jay-Z, SE2 God, SE2 Good. Well, I think SE2 is very good. For what is in the game so far, it is very good. Is it the right game for you right now? That's a harder one. John Wack is here. That's incredible. Loki, JH Iteration, also here. Welcome. Well, guys, it's early. Not as early as I wanted it to be, actually. I actually wanted to stream, like, at least an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago, maybe even 2 hours ago. But then I got sidetracked with this, animation thing. Like, I'm trying to create, like, a digital avatar version of myself for Roni to manipulate. I'll put it that way. I don't know. It was kind of a cool concept. I thought, hey, like, let's create this. And then we're one step closer to Zoc AI. And I can finally retire. And I can be replaced by an AI-powered VTuber. No, I mean, I joke, semi-joke. But I went down the rabbit hole slightly before the stream started and was like, ooh, this is interesting. I found some interesting results. So it's up to John whether or not we move forward with that. We'll see. If anything, John, it's a good way of hopefully creating infinite thumbnails. How you doing, Scotius? Welcome. Miss Cat, Scottish Geck. Everyone joining. So it has officially been over a week. We're now into week 2 since Space Engineers 2 released. How are we feeling on this fine day? Hiccup there. I did just have my lunch, so apologies for that. We're not going to mess around any longer. I'm going to load up Space Engineers of Space 2. Let's have a look. Letting Roni make... Yes, I know. Well, I'm not afraid. Roni already is unleashed. There'll actually be a short from Roni on the channel today, guys. So stay tuned. I don't know, John, how many hours until it goes live, but there's apparently going to be videos. There's the stream today. So we have many different things. Hold on. Get the game up. We have... There we go. There we are. This is always a good way to start, to remind us where we're at right now. We have got some more showcases prepared today. Still, I delay the inevitable of creating my very own first SE2 build. We have to do it soon, John, because the longer we go, and it's like, you know, it's like a month in, it's like my first SE2 build. So we're probably going to do it within the next week, I think, where I actually build a ship from scratch, and it will be forever in my memory as my first proper actual ship. No messing around, no, you know, editing other people's ships. There's 3 videos coming out later. Incredible. A short, a video by John, and a Roni short, and a live stream. This is officially the most content-packed day of my YouTube channel's history. Incredible. But anyway, honestly, it's really good to see you guys today. Like, I would like to do this every day, but I don't know. I think we'll probably do one on... Well, There's probably going to be a keen stream on Friday, so maybe we'll do tomorrow, because then we'll do stream tomorrow, and then Friday we'll have a keen stream. It's just, you know, it can be hard to fit the more in the day if there's going to be another 2 streams in one day. Can be tough. We had a good weekend though, so let's have a look. John has given me a world. Look at this. SE2 Showcase 3. Yeah, John, I don't know if we need to come up with like a naming convention for these streams. I'm just saying Space Invaders 2 live. And then I'm like week 2 showcase, because it's not like an episode, but we're into week 2 now, if that makes sense. Week 2 started on Monday. Daily stream. John, John, I don't believe it. That last video took you like a week to edit. I still feel like we've still got content from December you haven't got out. I don't know. I'm just gonna push it, John, but maybe. I don't know if you're ready to handle daily videos. Is that a leak? Do you think it's possible to put moving asteroids on console? Hold on a minute, Dean. What do you mean by that? Do you mean an SE1, SE2? I also have to turn off the music, as you guys know, because John bans music. I'll not yet. I'll do it in a bit, because as soon as we start actually editing. Editing? We'll see. Okay, to be fair, I'm not trying hard enough. Bruh. Yeah. Well, I think if I start streaming daily, I think you would just have to be more brutal with the cutting. You just have to like boom, 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 you know, and just pull out. You couldn't like edit down every single word that I am saying. You just have to be like, it would be really like a compilation, like highlight reel, I think. Because I know it like, so what did you know, this one video, this like 40 minutes long that's coming out today. This is almost like a stream length. How long did that take you to edit? And how come? Was it just because it was so long? Was that like like a 5 or 6 hour stream or something? I don't blame you, to be honest. The 4 or 5, like, I have the utmost respect for John, because I have no idea. I don't have the sanity to edit a 5 hour stream or whatever it is down to like even a 40-minute delectable chunk. I'm editing when you're live. That must be so confusing hearing my voice twice. Right, well, let's load it up. As always, guys, happy to answer some questions if there's anything happening out there. But I think the first week was a bit nuts. But I think now we're into week 2. I think, in general, a lot of people, in terms of SE2 questions, I feel like they have their questions addressed for now, right? But I'm still looking for the feedback. I'm still looking for the feedback, how you guys have been getting on with the game as we enter week 2. All right. John, remember I said, don't use an empty world, because I want to have the station and stuff to fly to and land these things on. Just use the Concordia research facility, because its performance is fine. Like, it's good. It's okay. But holy moly. Hold on. We'll let this very dramatic music end, and then we will continue. But I see already quite a mix of builds today. The SE2 showcase took me about 6 hours. SE2 needs Steam... Oh. Your feed... Oh, it does need Steam backups. I think it'll happen. Jicaria, welcome. How you doing tonight? Okay, so I will turn the music off. So this makes, you know, the editing, okay? So let's have a little look here. Well, hold on. Am I ready? Am I ready for this? A couple of days out of practice. Oh, the PCU limit. So you couldn't paste everything in. Is that why? I've been getting on with it quite well, and definitely needs more work, but that's very expected of early alpha. The game is basically skeleton right now. Love the far left black ship. Yes. We're going to go through all of these here. If you want to do this entity, I'll go speedrun my daily work. We will do it on the next SC1 stream iteration, I think. I know the Ascendancy's been waiting in the wings, but you're challenging me with a massive build like that. So, also, guys, I got a beer mug full of English tea. Look at that. It's a Pilsner Pilsner mug. Just what I need. I'm still waking up here. Is that Freddy Fazbear's? You know what? I think it might be. Moving between my work PC and my home PC is painful. Are you gaming on your work PC, Conrad? Also, we're still kind of looking for more suggestions for content, guys, other than doing showcases. I feel like with SE2, I mean, there's going to be me building, which will be something. It could even be a build series, that dare I say it. Zoc's first SE2 ship, day one. But I think I guess there's relatively limits to what we can do there. But, you know, I'm also thinking some cinematics and stuff. Wild Western, welcome. Thorskin, welcome. VSH, welcome. All the people. Keck Priest, welcome. I found the game is more accessible and more intuitive than SE1. That is the mission, Priest. I think with the 25cm grids, it will make smaller ships like Starfighters easier to build, and I can't wait to live out my dream builds. I'm totally with you. And I'm pleased that's the case already, because, again, the mission is to make SE2 more intuitive. Like, a lot more intuitive, in multiple ways than one. Darlan Martins, welcome. When will the next SE1 showcase be? I would expect Saturday or Sunday, to be honest. Because I think it kind of works, to be honest, doing these... Like, I'm even noticing that this SE2 showcases are growing. I'll probably... I mean, this is probably fine. In general, for John, I feel like I want to keep these YouTube SE2 streams, at least whatever it is right now, like, kind of... in these bite-sized streams, but like 2 hours is the max that we should stream for on these streams. I think on Twitch on the weekend we can do 4, 5, 6 hours yapping, bim bam bum and all that. But I think because I think, like, I don't know how many of you guys are actually watching the VODs for these streams. I mean, it's got some decent views on, but I kind of feel like at least this is what my feeling is, but I could be wrong here. Once you get the new controls, they're more intuitive control. When you use them, yes. I know the control, the modifier keys, and the R and the symmetry mode turning off. There's definitely some things that people are still needing to be changed, but it's coming. It's coming. Building feels nice. The left-hand rotation feels natural. So again, this is good, and we have had a lot of this feedback. But how is it, Commander, with your left pinky finger? I mean, I guess if you're right-handed, that's also, I don't know, if you're left-handed, that's one of the other problems that people have been having. And, you know, that's why there's the request to have the keybind changes. But do you find your hand gets tired still? Because what is the solution to having like a modifier? Would it be like Alt instead? I don't think that would work though. Like, or Shift. Like, I mean, how can you have the left-hand rotation, but like avoid the fatigue on the left finger? I mean, maybe if it, maybe it being like a toggle rather than a hold, so you can press it, rotate the block and press it off, which is a little bit, I don't, it's kind of muscle memory kind of thing, but that way you don't have to have it like sustained, held down as you do it. You can just press it, rotate, press it again and off. I don't know, but it's a complicated thing because people do like this. It's the fact that you don't have to take your hand off the keyboard, right? Off the mouse, sorry, to change the rotation. But there's definitely been enough of, I mean, we could just say everyone's like, just, you know, what is the saying? Like, just lift, bro, or whatever. Everyone would just get very strong pinky fingers after a couple months of playing SE. I don't know, but I feel like, I don't know. I'm still grasping. I'm not really sure what the solution is there. I mean, there's definitely been discussions, but still. Toggle, get good. SE should integrate SE2's rotation controls. The funny part is I mess up left pinky and it's still very comfortable. That's interesting. I'm left-handed, but I don't use a keyboard and mouse. I need controller support. I know. Definitely, that's something that, you know, it's inevitable. The question is always just when. An option for it to be toggled or not. I hate the new block placement system, Protocol Palpatine. What do you mean by that? When you say block placement system, do you mean the rotation thing, or do you mean like the unified grid? Like, I'm trying to... hate is a strong word, Palpatine, but you know what they say, hate leads the dark side and all that. I feel like I gotta wait for SE2 to come out with more blocks functions before building anything big. Yeah, I mean, I hear this argument because the idea is, of course, if you build something really big and then you have to, you end up having to like rebuild it with new blocks and stuff. But it's part of the fun in it, to be honest. And I think I feel like the only reason that I know SE1 as good as I do, if you're gonna say that, is because I was with the game throughout its development. So it wasn't like super overwhelming when I first got into it. Like all the blocks were added. So I hear that, people are saying that, but I personally would just still get stuck in. And whenever new stuff comes, you can integrate it, you can build fresh. Like it's not a big deal. Like the game's about building at the end of the day. So I mean, I say that if you spend like 5 months on a build and then have it to like retrofit it, I don't know. But I guess it depends. It depends on your time. It depends on, you know, your mentality towards builds that you make. But we can continue the conversation, guys. Please do continue the feedback and all that good stuff. If you're new to the stream, feel free, if you enjoy the stream today, to hit that subscribe button. And also, the most important thing always, if you're not in my Discord yet, join the Discord. That's where everyone is sharing their creations, SE1, SE2, general chit-chat, memes, and the goodness, all in the Discord throughout the week. So that's my little spiel. Let's get into it. Right. So the smallest build of the day. Now, I don't have any names here. That's always a problem with this. So John, if you remind me who these are by, it looks like we have the first ever space taxi in, let me just, SE2. And obviously there's no passenger seats yet, so they're just like, right now, they're just two cockpits facing each other. But yeah, this is, I'm just seeing here. Play movement shooters, use your pinky a lot there. Setting symmetry is wherever complicated, they're always much better. Is it now? That's interesting. I mean, that's something that can be changed for sure, Palpatine, when it comes to the symmetry mode. I think that's not a huge system to change. I mean, the R to rotate between blocks will be changing. I know there's an issue where the symmetry mode doesn't stick, but still. So if I hop into the cockpit and check out the grid name, where? Oh, here. That's good. So we got Taxi 1 Final by Triorse. So we got a little space taxi here. We'll start off small. And we'll fly around some of these grids here as a sneak peek. Once again, SE2 is feeling very fluid and looking very, very nice indeed. So we're going to be building up to this larger ship here as well. Let's have a look. I think I saw that, actually, Jakari. I think I saw you rebuilding that, like, pretty early on. That's pretty cool. So, let's see. The reason, again, guys, the reason that I'm repeating myself, we repeat ourselves a lot, but it's very important that we emphasize this message, is that the reason for SE2's releasing as it is right now, you know, VS1, building, creative, all that stuff, it's really to get your feedback on every kind of mechanic in the game, if that makes sense. So, yeah, if there's issues with the control scheme, if there's, you know, issues with symmetry mode, whatever it is, that's why we're here, really. So we've got the Police 1 Final by the English Slav here. Again, I haven't seen. This is interesting. I've not seen. We got a taxi here. We got a police vessel here. Of course, we need those flickering lights, which we haven't got yet. But this will be ready to go, ready to ride. I quite like the setup. Only question is, yes. I mean, allowing keybind changes, that's coming. It's actually, if you look at the hotfix announcements, it's on the list on every hotfix in terms of letting the community know that having modifiable key binding is definitely it's definitely something that needs to be there. So fear not, it's coming. I understand that some things that you guys really are feeling like you need short term, so sooner rather than later. Like, it's one thing waiting for planets and stuff, but some of these things, especially depending on, you know, maybe you are left-handed or something. There's some things that I think make the game a little bit difficult to play for some people right now. Like even like play in it in its form, if that makes sense. So, okay. Next up, we got tons of little crafts here. This is the Civilian Starship by Triorse. There we are. What's interesting is there's, I don't think, I guess there is, like, let me see what these detailing cubes are. Let me see here. I'm really curious to see, like, what, yeah, like, what is interesting is you still see plenty of people kind of only using, like, the small grid sizes. Like, if you see here, like, this grid doesn't actually have really any, does this? Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem, right? But it's just interesting that I feel like people are still getting used to having, oh, there you go, getting used to having these detailing cubes. The Swack, welcome, how you doing? This is more ships than I expected, John. Little micro craft, but still. The breathing pattern, the lights be mad as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll be very nice, Wild Western. I play inverted so many games, not having his preventing me from spending too much time in the game. Looking forward to that. Yes, the inverted Y, actually, that's something that's like probably the hottest priority when it comes to the custom keybinds. Like, custom keybinds is one thing, but yeah, having the Y-axis invert is apparently, yeah, that's like a must for a lot of people. So this is interesting because I'm definitely obviously getting classic blue fighter vibes, but it's got a lot more stabby things on it here. So this is the blue low power blue low power fighter by Future D. So that's interesting there. I know you guys are waiting for them Gatlings as well. Like, I feel like the Gatling static Gatlings will be probably one of the first weapons, I'd imagine, because even having those will allow people to start like messing around with like the destruction more so. Because obviously you have like the collisions now, and you have the collisions now, and you have the debug weapon now, but you don't have like the traditional weapons, right? So yeah, so we're kind of getting a lot bigger and bigger here on the ship scale, and then it looks like we have like a station here, which is going to be interesting to check out. It's funny, like, it's like, I feel kind of in control in the sense that, like, week one, there wasn't that many people submitting stuff they built. We looked at pretty, not everything, but we looked at a lot. And already we're in week two, and I can tell there are more ships coming and coming quickly. So John's going to have to get real selective, I think, with the grid at some point, because, yeah, no, it's gonna quickly get out of hand, I think. Anora, welcome. Juby, welcome. Join the Discord server. If you want to get your ship showcase on streams, either SC1 or SC2, make sure you are in the Discord server, guys. Hey there, Northy, how's it going? Northy, I'm ready for them custom planets. Am I right? Not having custom keybinds in a sense is pretty harsh for me. Hopefully we'll get them soon. Yeah, I hear you, Northy. Do you think they'll give us a way to simulate power hydro consumption in creative mode, which for those slides will have pipes conveyors? Will there be much smaller aesthetic? I don't know about that, 100%, Joseph, because obviously this, you know, for survival, you need to have all these things, right? Survival, you need to have, you know, these pipes and so on, and conveyors. So in terms of the size of those, and if we'll get smaller, like, you know, smaller pipes, I don't know. It's not something that not something that I can really talk about right now. Like, as I said, within the next 6 months, you can expect the workshop, and you can expect modding, and, you know, VS2, which will be the next major planets and survival. This will be the next major update to the game. Which is actually pretty, I mean, it's not going to be that long. Like, it is. It depends your patience levels, but the reality is at the end of the day, that is the next big vertical slice coming. So it won't have to wait that long. Yeah. But still, and also, there's still a lot more things to feed, but still gathering crucial feedback on what there is. The doors aren't working. The doors, I don't know if there's an ETA on that, but they will work. You know, it won't be too long for the doors either. Yeah, right, let's carry on here. Some, welcome. See a couple more people joining up. Right. So the next ship here, let's have a little look. Oh, nice. You know what I realize is so nice about these unified grids is the fact that these big window panes. Because right now in Space Engineers 1, when you have windows, you only have like, what are the sizes? I know you definitely have like the 1x1 windows. You maybe have some longer ones, I can't remember. But it means that when you have a custom cockpit like this, you get a lot of lines, right? And people have achieved this look with super gridding in SE1. But I think that's one thing that jumps out to me with these smaller unified grids is that you no longer have like these little 1x1 windows. I do think that it'd be cool to have smaller windows though. I don't even know actually, hold on. Because sometimes just for making like little, let's have a look here, what size windows we got. Yeah, so if I go for these windows here, they're all like 2.5 meters. And that is very, very nice for creating stuff like this. But I do feel like, you know, like imagine here you would, I don't know, on the side here, you just have like a 2x1 window. Just as like to look out of and stuff like that. So I think, or, you know, you can use it for making shelves, glass shelves and stuff like that. So I like to see that we'll have some more glass sizes. But still, it's very, 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 very nice to have, I want to say large windows on small grids, but... yeah, let's have a look who built this one. So now we can start getting into more of the exterior. So this one has a lot of nice detailing here. Look at this. Detailing with the 25 centimeter blocks here. We've kind of got some like pipes underneath the catwalks. Very nice. The thrusters hidden away there. All covered up. Armored. The spotlights down below. All of these ships, of course, a lot of these have been Keen approved color schemes. Yeah, this is a nice little shuttle here. 1x1 and 2x1. There you go. Dushan, no, Dushan, that was some time ago, Palpatine, but I'm sure they're doing well. I did hear an update, like in the last couple of years, and they were, you know, I'm not sure where they're at now, but yeah, they've been doing all right last time I heard. Hey, Luca, good to see you. How is it going on this fine Wednesday? NPCs, well, who knows what will come. Let's be honest, guys. When there are NPCs, and we know there's going to be human NPCs, having that kind of AI in the game, that can lead to all kinds of other NPCs. I mean, I'm not confirming or anything, but I'm just saying that Space Engineers getting human NPCs in the future is a huge deal. And again, I point to what it could lead to, but also what modders could do with that, right? So, smaller control seat? I would expect so. Yeah, like there's a lot of things that I think I can, because obviously this one right now is a big one, it's nice, but I'm sure there'll be like a compact one. Again, all of these things I'm saying, I'm sure it's like not that I'm confirming, but it just makes logical sense to have it at some point. So, and of course, this is interesting because we've got like a little shuttlecraft here with the custom benches because we don't have any kind of benches or passenger seats yet. So for now, this is what has been created. And I'll never forget when the passenger seats were added. It was such an exciting update to be able to carry your friends around. And I remember that was what Jack was saying. I built the yellow school bus, during that when that update came out. You're welcome. Welcome. Others finding the stream today. It is honestly great to have you. Curtin says, can we expect another planet teaser in the next newsletter? There's a lot of stuff to tease, honestly, Curtin. So I can't say what will be in the next newsletter. But I'm sure there'll be more planetary teasers as we head towards VS2. Miklos, this ship's very nice. Yes, there's definitely. Let me have a look who this is by. This is the Blue Personal Transport by Future Dragon here. So, the Blue Personal Transport by Future Dragon. So, big shout out to Future Dragon. Let's take this for a spin. And honestly, I just love this. Look at this. this is what for me is like game changing, is this fact of nearly every build that I've looked at, especially the ones that are smaller, it's really felt, listen the sound up. It's felt like they have their own custom cockpits. Like this right here, I'm looking around, I got the same panels right, but because of these beams and these big windows, it feels like I'm in the Future Dragon cockpit block, if that makes sense. And I think, you know, if there was to be more compact seating and options for that, that would also open up the options for, yeah, other custom cockpit designs. But this is, yeah, very, very nice. The largest build of the day. What did I say? Was it? Yeah, it was. Am I reading it wrong? It's too early in the day for me, Conrad. Am I saying personal? I don't know what I'm reading like. Personnel. Yeah, personnel shuttle. Was that what it said? Yeah, it is personal. Why am I saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying. That's a. Thank you for calling me out on that one. Right. So very, very nice. Very nice indeed. I do love this like this bridge here, cockpit. So jumping out. And we have the last of the smaller builds for today. Let's have a little look. We have a miner. Okay, got these new drills. Going down the sides, little connecting struts. Again, kind of armored cockpit here. We've got stuff going on behind the catwalks. Got gyroscopes on display. Thrusters, of course, of course. Let's take this for a little spin as well here. Yeah, this is nice. I come to the front. Yeah, because you have, like, with these extra beams either side, 25 centimeter grid system. Yeah, it feels also very well protected here. Love those little, like, struts. And the lights fitting perfectly onto there. Big Stargate fan? Alright. Have we seen many Stargate builds yet? Feels like it's a puddle jumper from that view. Oh, that was the other one. Yeah. Also, you're talking about how not many people are using much detail blocks. Worry not. My ship is in your today's showcase. Probably uses too many. Same little thing we're using. I'm telling you guys, modding is not that far away, and with the power of modding in SE2, the modders are going to go absolutely wild. It is going to be. And of course the workshop will be out before modding, so all these lovely mods can be published to the workshop and shared with the whole community. So yeah, not going to be very long at all. Sup, Northview Park. Finished watching BSG for the first time since 2010. Damn, it was good. But it's really given me some nice ideas for interiors in SE2. Yes, I would say it's a challenge, but I would love to see someone out there build the interior of the Battlestar Galactica. Like, you have like these kind of like triangular shape corridors, and I bet you could make really nice looking corridors with the unified grid system. So good, you know. Others joining us today, RW and Panka, Gorgrin, Elijah, Samo. Yeah, good. Hey guys. I very much like. I would love robot NPCs as well. Like a shout out to Starbase, actually. I really like I would totally play as a robot, to be honest. But even if you weren't playing as it, like even having like if you have like human NPCs, like having like a robot NPC like as a companion, like, oh man, it'd be so cool. And I don't see why not, to be honest. Again, not confirmed. I'm just saying I don't see why not, because in some ways, what I've always said about NPCs and robots, in terms of like NPC like derpiness, we'll call it, you can actually get away with a lot more with robots, because even the ones that we've had in SE1 that are modded in, because you can say, oh, you know, well, it's malfunctioning or something like this, you know. So I think yeah, I think robots, I just love robots. They're sick, to be honest. So yeah, let me see. I wish I could play SE2, but I have to buy a new processor, Elijah. I'll be honest with you, SE2 has been running pretty well for a lot of people. If you are under the specs, I think this is a great time to make an upgrade. And I think if you make an upgrade, I think you'll be good for the coming years, to be honest. Because the game will only get more optimized. But I think the minimum specs probably won't change too much, just because, you know, certain things are required. But, I mean, I already had... I feel like if I wasn't... I feel like if I didn't have a PC that would run SE too, I probably would have had my PC from playing like Space Engineers all these years. I feel like, right, SE2, time for a new PC. PC2. I don't know. Star Trek roleplay. I'm sure it will happen. I'm so excited for SE2. So are we, Cove. So are we. The potential in crazy builds, and now the physics monitor won't have... yeah, I mean, we'll see once rotors and pistons and stuff get added. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. So before I move on, I'm just going to get some nice shots of all these smaller ships. Turn that FOV down and get real dramatic here. Oh, hello. So this is something that I've read about, and this is about the... I have read about this, actually, which is something I'm sure will be fed back on, is the armor edge bevels here. Because they are nice, right? But I only recently I saw on the Discord people talking about that. I think it's... Honestly, I think it's just for screenshots like I'm doing now. But the bevel LODs can start to get a bit weird at distances here. So in this case, I'll just turn them off for a second here. But yeah, look at these ships. What a fine, fine collection here to start us off on today's stream. Yeah, no, I think there will be some graphical, I think I've came across some graphical bugs and all that stuff. So if you have experienced that, I think a lot of these things will really be, you know, polished out. And there's so much that's in the game right now which isn't like the final version, if that makes sense. It's just a matter of time. So there's one before we go inside here. Let's come over here to this ship. Where's my character? Yeah, good. So what have we got here? Ooh, hold on. So these look like little custom turrets here on the side. Guys, help me. Is this from something? Like, I feel like it might be from something, and I'm being a noob here. Hold on. Okay. It's pretty ominous looking, to be honest. It's like some kind of alien dropship or something like that. Black Sheep, welcome. Flumi, welcome. I'm super impressed by City performance, coming to experience larger fleets and big stations, especially in multiplayer. I know it's gonna be so good. You know what I read as well today, which was a nice thing, is that we actually fixed a Linux bug today. So the game isn't officially on Linux, but there was a crash that was affecting Linux players using, I think, the Proton. So Keen actually fixed the bug, and Linux players are super happy about it. It was so nice to see, because it was like, fixed a crash on Linux, in brackets, even though we don't support Linux. And everyone's like, oh, praise be Linux, you know. Do we have any Linux players in the chat today? Or Steam Deck, or... Because apparently, that's what we're seeing, is that the number of Linux players is actually a decent size, to be honest. Right, moving down then. So very unusual. Destiny 2 Hive ship? It is. So I haven't played Destiny 2. So it's a Hive ship from Destiny 2, the Hive Tomb Ship Transport. Wow. Yeah, I feel like it has such a specific aesthetic. I feel like it had to be from something, and I was right. Even though I haven't, you know. So, I don't know if we can fly this thing. Like, I'm imagining is it normally bigger than this, I imagine, right? This is like a micro one. Like, somewhere here, I bet there's a little pokey hole where I can... Let me fly inside and see if I can get inside of it, but I'm wondering if it's got any interior, if it's just... Oh, okay. Well, damn. That's a lot of interior... Oh, there is a cockpit inside, but I don't think there's any way in. I think you literally have to teleport yourself in and then come here. There we go. Oh, it just has that tiny thruster on the outside. It's fast, actually. Pretty fast, so... Oh, this is exactly 1-to-1. So is it like this big and it drops off troops and stuff? So it's not like a huge thing. I think that is the Five Nights at Freddy's. So we're going to check it out next, I think. Dr. Octo's a big Linux user. I had him pasting a bigger ship import from SE1 because he kept crashing. Well, maybe that crash was fixed yesterday, Northy. I haven't heard from Doc Ock in like a millennia, it feels like. It's sad. But I hope to see the return of Doc Ock and Northy Park planetary modding in SE2. It's going to be stunning. Caves, overhangs, all this stuff, right? It's going to be planets. I still think to this day, if you jump into SE1, SE2, or SE1, sorry, SE1 still looks really good graphically. You can make it look really good. I've always felt that planets are probably the area of the game which look more dated, I'd say, compared to like just like space and asteroids. But I think that's not going to be the case with SE2. Like, you know, the level of the detail of the height maps, say the caves, the water, overhangs already said, you know, flora, all that stuff. I think it's going to be wild. So, have a good night, Wild West, and I'm glad you catch a bit of the stream. I normally would have done a bit earlier, so hopefully tomorrow you'll be about as well, Wild Western. Cressel Industries is ready to make new ships and base. Same thing as in Destiny. No way in or out without the use of Destiny science magic. Is that right? So it's literally to the point. Okay then. So we have Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe. So okay, it does fly. I'm just seeing here. Okay. So I have no idea what I'm going to find inside here. But I do have the feeling it's going to be quite different. So I think this is maybe the entrance. Let's go. Oh, okay. Turn my light off a second. Okay, we got the arcade machines. All using these 25 centimeter block for the checkered pattern here. Okay. Oh, it's kind of spooky in here. A little side room. Be careful. Look at the lighting in here. Just like not a spinning light, but there's the stage. Hold on. Woo! Yeah, it's way better up with the lights off. It's actually a pretty nice lighting test. Got the bathrooms here. Oh, that looks so good. Oh man, SE2 lighting, am I right? Frickin' ray tracing. What have I got the settings on? Let me just make sure. Medium. Yeah, medium's good. Like, we found that medium ray tracing is pretty good. Like, if you turn to high... Oh, there is a difference, actually, if you play on high for a bit. That's actually quite significant. The same with the shadow quality, but I think we found that shadow quality high is good, but ray tracing did make it a bit... Ooh. Darker. Damn. Hold on. It's interesting, because I feel like... It's interesting here. I think we decided that medium was a pretty good middle ground. You still had the same ray tracing effect. Like, that looks good, actually, to be honest. Let me come out here. Okay, we got the kitchen back here as well. Mm-hmm. The storage rooms. Yeah, like a... Yeah, okay. Well, the light was flickering, but it's not. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, pretty spooky. The lighting is very, very nice. Five Nights at Cyberhounds. Five Nights at Marek's. Space Walmart. Also, since I don't remember if you checked, the tomb ship was by... Oh, I didn't check. Apologies. I'm so sorry, Phoenix Knight. It was the... I don't know why. Did I check the miner as well? I think I did. But yeah, so big shout out. Apologies for that, guys. The tomb ship... The tomb ship that we saw was made by the Phoenix Knight, so apologies for not having that in there. And this, I don't know who's by. I don't know who this is by yet. So either. So I have to try and find... Do you know who this is by, John? Because I don't see a cockpit. I can put a cockpit down, I guess, right? Because I think the... Let's see. I've been thinking about getting SE2 just to make John Marston's house. Go for it, Beanos. Go for it. It's waiting. Also being up on the stage here, like looking out. Blinding lights. I like the lighting, guys. It's so good. So good. So good. Makes us all kind of a bit spooky in here. And we come out. The blinding light of space. Boom. You're seeing things? The doors? Oh, that's so true. Sorry, John. Let's have a look. This is the FNAF 1 work in progress by the English Slav. I can tell you guys, the English Slav is a new member of the community, newer member. So they got their build in by joining the Discord server. There we go. Boom, I dropped it. So very, very nice, Slav, because this, I'll tell you what, we've looked at a lot of ships, smaller ships, larger ships, but this was pretty unique. This was the first like non-ship thing that we looked at in SE2, and it's honestly a really great, it's a really cool way to kind of see the, it's a great kind of, you know, just think of the future, guys, like scenarios, abandoned outposts, who knows, and this will be you. And also remember, guys, there will be a story campaign in Space Engineers 2 in the future. So I'm like for me, this is kind of like one of the first things. Who knows what that will look like yet, but I'm kind of getting like mission vibes from this, like, you know, extract the secrets from this hidden I don't know, underground club. And we're like creeping in the shadows. You know what I mean? So it gives this kind of a little bit of look into the future, what like the kind of ambience that you might expect inside certain places. So anyway, and we have 2 builds to go. We have this ship and the bigger ship at the back. Now this is definitely a stunner. I love the color scheme. Once again, I love the cockpit of this, using that new unified grid glass. Let's see whose this is by right off the bat, so I can say at the start. Apologies again to Phoenix for that. I've missed you. That the only one I missed. This is the SCE Hermes by Samo. So the Hermes by Samo. And yeah, it's a stunner. Right, let's have a look then. Let's go on the outside. So I already commented on the cockpit here. See, this is another ideal place for having this. Yeah, so this doesn't have glass right now, right? That's why I'm still feeling like having some more glass sizes would be perfect for making like little windows and lookouts on a build. So we're coming down. Got a bit of greaving. Love the angles here as well. We've got a mix of like 2x1s and 1x1s. Another little window out here. So you have to imagine there's glass in these little hidey holes. Cockpit. I mean, so got the thrusters. Got a bit of rounded stuff going on. And holy free. Every time I come to like the rear section of a ship in Space Engineers 2, I'm always like, damn. Let me turn up the FOV again. You guys can experience that one more time. Like that's it, guys. That's the shot. Anyone else? Just me? There's something about those new thrusters and the lighting they give off. This just looks insane. Like this whole thing, like maybe we got I need like a new thumbnail for the next video, I guess. It can be John will, hold on. You guys, or John's here today, you can screenshot it, hold on. Wait. Nice and big, and I'll be like, no, I can't keep doing that, but like, alright, someone grab a screenshot. Or that's it. Anyway, my specs. Oh, that reminds me, Lazy. We got to get my specs somehow pinned so we can Just have it as a command. So my specs are i9 10850K, 32 gig of RAM, RTX 3080 with 12 gig of RAM, I think. So I don't know. I still got to get that as a copy pasta, but yeah. Busy playing SE2 right now. You took the screenshot, bruh. Okay, I'll go back and get it myself. It's okay. Looks like Marek's party room. We'll be able to build a robot droid army. Imagine you can build humanoid robots. That is a pretty wild idea. We got but I don't know about that. But it could be, again, when there are NPCs in the game, who knows what the future could hold for that. Hermes, I know. I gotta get that R going, you know. Hermes. Anyway, I wish if SE2 gives us the option to remove these metal frames from the cockpit glass, like get a better run. Yeah, I mean, so you mean like more panoramic glass, Cylon? Looks so good. It looks like it's a 2D artist work. Looks cell shaded. Boo Intel. Couldn't screenshot right out of film. Nice setup. No. 32 gigs of RAM on the system, sorry. But the graphics card has 12 gigs of VRAM, sorry. I think. Anyway. So that's a nice screenshot there. Man, it looks so good. I bet if I come to the front, it'll look good as well. But there was something about that rear section. I mean, to be fair. I mean, this also looks great. Like this, but no, I think all the lights on the underside, like that also looks amazing. The way the light bounces off the underside of the hull there, but not on the other side. Imp, new viewer. Incredible. Who is a new viewer today? Give me an 07 in the chat if this is your first time catching one of my Space Engineers 2 live streams. Or any live stream for that matter. I'm curious. Very photogenic. But that is SE2 in general, to be honest. As I said, it's never been easier to get amazing looking screenshots in Space Engineers as a thing. If you need a nice screenshot of your ship, just take a shot of the thrusters. This could be another alternate one. Okay, John Wax new here. That light, I know. Sam, Disconnect, Birdsey, Drago, Dog Cylon, Crack, Owens, Agrail. Amazing. So many people here. Out of interest, guys, how did you find my stream today? I'm always curious as well. Because I do believe that YouTube has way better algorithm for new people find the stream. Like, I think barely anyone new finds me on Twitch unless they are actually sent to follow me on Twitch, if that makes sense. That's not safe for work. Why is bro Mog? John, are you editing? I'm just gonna move the ship a little bit further away so I want to get hold on, maybe I'll just delete this a second here. Just so I can... YouTube won't stop recommending your stuff to me, I guess. Praise the algorithm gods. You are here, Sam. Renegooge, welcome. First time for me. Great. Neogeometric, welcome. Well... Oh, there we go. Now I can get... I'll delete the ship as well here. Just so I can... You're playing illegal. Personally, it was the SE Battle Tournaments. That was so satisfying. Yeah, I would love to do more SE Battle stuff in the future. 100%. See, this is again where I need to turn off, I think. I need to turn off the armor bevel. This is only a problem when you have the FOV down super low. So that actually is sharper now. Arguably a bit... this is maybe a bit too sharp, right? Those edges look like they cut you. But then... Before it was a little bit too much rounded because the LODs. That's something that I think is definitely worth the team looking at some point. So I'm just trying to see if I can beat the best angle. Yeah. Downloading the game now. I watch your shorts. That's great. Beanos is headed out. Send me a 3060 and SE and I'll show case SE2 for you. How you doing, Uncle Jay? Welcome. Yeah. Well, I'll go do my every 30-minute spiel. If you are new, guys, there's a couple ways you could really help out. It's the cringe, I know. That old subscribe button and bell notifications waiting for you. But really, the best place, the Discord. If you're not in the Discord yet, that is where everyone's chatting, sharing builds, submitting builds for Showcase, and all that good stuff. So, be there or be square. Right, so we're going to go inside this ship now. This has definitely been very nice to photograph here. So great job to Samo, who has blessed us with their presence in the chat on this fine day. So let us, I'm going to put the FOV down and we're going to go inside. Okay. I'm thinking of buying the game today. Well, honestly, what we always say, don't buy the game, but maybe buy it. No, but this is really part of the mission here that, sorry guys, I just stopped here. This looks so good. Look at this. Like just coming into this cockpit here. If you're a builder and you're okay with the feature set that's in right now and you're going to enjoy the new build system and the new graphics, then jump on in. Because workshop's coming, modding's coming. If you are a player that really needs survival, multiplayer, you know, more blocks and all that stuff, then maybe you just watch the streams and watch the videos out there. You know, tag along for the journey. So it does depend on, you know, the kind of player you are. And it's very important that we try to do the best job as possible. It's very important that you don't buy the game with the wrong expectations. That it's like, you know, SE1 feature set, but double. You know, it's not there yet. So that's the only catch I'll say. But if you are aware of that disclaimer and you like to build and you love how this is looking and you want to help feed back as well, the kind of control schemes and the layout and everything like that. And also the point, if you're gonna buy it anyway in the next like 6 months, you know, just I would go for it. But it's very important that you are aware of what's in it. So that was my spiel gone. I do SE1 Showcase, but that tends to be on the weekends on Twitch as well. So SE1 Showcase does happen too. I hear that default bell sound in a video, instant unsub. I know, well, I don't think John puts the bell sound in. No, but to be honest, it's like I hate it is a bit cringe, isn't it? Like you're like oh, please subscribe to me. But you know, there's like legit studies out there. Like if you, I mean, of course, people will just do it themselves. But there's a legit study. Like if people just like watch and they don't even think about it. They're like, oh, this is a cool stream or whatever. But actually, just asking people like, oh yeah, I didn't do that yet. It's actually kind of proven that if you actually just encourage people to do it, not force them to do it, right? But yeah, no, it's at the same time. Yeah, like it's can be a bit cringe, right? So anyway, it's important you don't buy the game. No, don't copy me. That's what Marek said. The CEO and founder of Keen Software House said, do not buy the game if, and then what I just told you. So, but good to see you, Narwick. It's been great having you. Please show me what it looks like without ray tracing. I'm defining to buy or not. Okay, so ray tracing coming off. Ready? I'm telling you, ray tracing, it still looks good without ray tracing. Right. Ray tracing is off now, guys. What do we think? So if you don't have a ray looking back, this isn't ray tracing. This is just nice shadows. On the floor here. This is a nice moody room. So how are we feeling? So now I'll come back here. Here's a nice room. This is how it looks. I'll turn ray tracing on now. To medium ray tracing. And to be honest, in this room, I mean, things did change, but it actually just is a dark room, to be honest. So, is that right? Ray tracing on? Yeah, ray tracing is on. This room looks a bit different. This cockpit's definitely different because you have the light coming through the cockpit, bouncing off and bouncing on the armor there. So this was actually the most obvious like sign of ray tracing was this front room here. But what do you think? Because I appreciate that not everyone can either has the specs to have ray tracing, but in general, I still think it looks pretty good even with it off. So up the shadows you can, yeah. Looks pretty nice. Looks like ray tracing to me. Still awesome. Many thanks. There you go. Doesn't have to ask to remind it. Right, exactly. He's got a lot of stuff to look at this weekend. Speaking of, I'll be 100% later on the day. Okay, great. Yeah. Well, my shadows, I don't think the shadows need to go up higher, John. My shadows are on what, high? Like, I'm pretty much, like, what we found, this setting that we have here, I can probably turn textures up. Maybe not. Wait. But what we found is oh, it's loading something. What we found performance is if we leave it not on the top setting, the visual difference isn't as noticeable, but performance is, I think. So that's why I didn't have the armor bevel on. Now it's going to be a bit different. Yeah. It reloads the textures. So I'm not even on maxed out settings, but that's the point. You don't have to be... Oh, with the see, the armor bevel is so nice, isn't it? Look at that. So like this column of metal isn't like razor sharp edges. So this looks better now. It's just, I think the armor bevel you can leave on, to be honest. It's only if you're taking screenshots with like crazy low FOV do you want to have the armor bevel off probably. But other than that, like the armor bevel is a really nice new technology, I think. So anyway, so I'm looking at this ship, and I said, yeah, by Samo. So love the cockpit. Actually, if you hadn't guessed already, I can hop inside. Let's take it for a spin. Is FSR really better for you? I saw with FSR that there was less of this like fuzziness, if that makes sense. And FSR is better, I believe. FSR like upscales it. So I think, and just for the record, guys, I'm running on 1440p right now. So this isn't not 1080, not 4K, somewhere in the middle. So the stream's only 1080p though, but it's probably getting a little bit downscale for that. So. This is one of those sound things which you've probably heard. I'll turn this down. Is there a hangar on this ship? I think there was at the front. Oh, there's at the hangar. No, that's at the back. We'll probably try and land this ship inside the hangar of the big ship here to transition across. So I see some hangars. Yeah, some very strange audio things happening here. Don't mind that, guys. It sounds meaty. I also don't know if I'm going to fit inside here. It's always a little bit confusing. Like, it looks like, oh, that's a big ship. I can fit this inside. But still say that unified grid system can throw me off. What is that sound? I'm not sure. Someone told me the other day it's gyroscopes. Like, don't get me wrong, it shouldn't sound like that. Oh, it's way too big. It's way too big. I looked at that and was like, here I am coming in for landing on this, you know, this like station. And I turned around and actually realized that, you know, it's actually, yeah, way off. So, okay, we'll have to fly in there separately. Good luck, Captain. Since I can turn the graphics down, you can buy the game. Like, yeah, what I do know is that people are running this game lower than the minimum specs, for sure. So, I can't promise. There's a reason they are minimum, but I have heard of people running older systems. Now, this is nice as well. If you look underneath, this is like glass underneath the floor, and you have like those gyroscopes there, the lights. So I love that little detail. There's pipes underneath. So let's walk down the ship, as I already have a few times. So again, that'd be nice if that was some glass. And the sound's only there when I'm in the cockpit, because now it's okay. Now it's just ambient sounds of the ship groaning. So, got some buttons here. Again, nice little pokey out hole. Okay. It looks like we've got there's like a bunk there for sleeping. Pretty brutal on the iron grates, but it'll do. Or a shelf, maybe a shelf. Oh, we can go downstairs. Okay, hold up. we come to this rear room. We can see the reactor spinning. Oh no, that's not reactor. That's GravGen. Yeah, storage rack, some cargo, and there's the reactor. Love all of these rotating blocks here. Say it's very, very dark in here without that. You could turn the lights up, but still moody. Right, let me drop downstairs then, or like below the decks. Ooh. Oh, there's more. Yo, this is nice. So this is the lower part of the GravGen. Yeah, the ray tracing really kicking in there as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. To the left. Oh, a little kitchen. I got a sink, got a stove, got a fridge. That's nice. I'd probably turn the lighting up a little bit in this ship, to be honest. Maybe. So we can come down. Because it kind of feels like it's in like a low power state right now. It's very nice lighting. I just feel like I've turned on my thing. Oh, there's another window. Yeah, definitely need those smaller panes of glass. But look at that. We can look out, see the other ships out there. Got these kind of little... We got these catwalks for kind of barring it up. Got gyroscopes are spinning. This is what we could see. This is going up to... This is the bridge above. And then here looks like there's a couch. A couch with a table and some red cheese, maybe. It'd be very nice when these buttons are pushable because these contextual tooltips are absolutely wonderful. It is a surprisingly tall interior. Surprisingly tall interior. That's right. Tall interior. The reason I say that is because I didn't expect this to be down here. Like, when I was upstairs, I'm going to fly back up. I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, here's the ship. Coming aboard. Like, there it is. The top, it's got one floor. But actually, no, it's actually surprisingly roomy. And I can look down here and I can see that second floor through there. I can poke through the hole there as well. Man, I mean, the more I'm seeing this, it seems like having smaller glass panes, window panes, is inevitable, to be honest. Yeah. They didn't actually cover all this. There's solar panels built in. There's an antenna there as well. So, yeah, definitely a lot more to look at through this build today. Just with the interior always adds to the complexity. But very, very nice, guys. Incredible work by Samo there. So, right. We can do a little more Q&A towards the end of the stream, guys. What time is it? Yeah. So we'll probably look at this large ship now. And then we'll probably... cut back for a bit of Q&A, and then we'll probably wrap the stream. So these are only short streams on the Twitch, but there's going to be a lot of content. There's going to be a video coming out today. There's going to be 2 shorts coming out today. So, yeah, plenty of stuff coming. Right. So, here we go. This is a ship by... Wow. Looking for hangar doors. Let me just find a... This is by... All the blocks. Need those block groups, right? This is the Warship by Trior's. So Trior's has definitely had a few builds showcased today. Let's have a little look at the exterior. So, we've got hangars in the front. An interesting color scheme, I will admit. We've got, this is some heavy armor around the bridge. We've got a big chunky antenna there as well. And look at that, the fact I can still place that thruster below, very nice. Unified grid for the win. Looks like there's some walkways going back to the rear engines. A lot of power on these. You got kind of like pipes running down the side, very nice, very nice. And actually... There's thrusters here. That's a nice wall of thrusters. And then more thrusters at the back like that. So, interesting thruster design there. Short sleeve, exactly. Well, the shorts apparently are useful for apparently are useful for people finding the channel. So another 07s guys in the chat. How many of you guys found my channel? Maybe not today, but like in the last like 6 months, let's say, because of a short that came up on your feed. I'm really curious, to be honest, if them shorts are cooking. How many PCU? We can have a look in a second here. I'm just going to turn down the FAV for this. Muck Spaceship. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. No, it's very interesting. I think the pattern is symmetrical here, isn't it? Yeah. Does have some like pattern to it here. You found it in shorts, not me. Me, I did. Wow. There you go, John. Some words of encouragement for John Wack, who's been cooking them shorts. Don't do shorts, they're bad for the brain. I hear you, Spencer. So I think if you're not in the shorts train already, it's probably not a terrible idea to, you know, keep your attention span at a longer level, if that makes sense. But no, I mean, from like a channel point of view, there's definitely people find the channel that way. When we see the first planet you will see with Vertical Slice 2, it's going to be amazing. There'll be planets, and then VS3 is water, guys. And how many of you guys saw the last stream and saw the water leak that had happened with one of the YouTubers? They put it out there. Because I feel like I might have showed it again, just to get you guys hyped for water. Because I am excited for planets, don't get me wrong. They look so much better. The atmospheric effect is so much good about them. But water is going to be the real thing that's going to be like a massive differentiator for SE2. The things you can do with water, underwater bases, ships, submarines, everything. It's going to be like a whole new area of gameplay. So, just say it, we're all thirsty. Oh, man. Okay. So, Northy, so you're trying to tell me you're missing out on quality content that John's publishing. Well, Northy, you're going to miss out on one of the best things that have ever been created in Space Engineers today by Roni. You'll regret it. Anyway, coming inside, some very interesting lighting effects happening here. Look at this. So we have like these catwalks. Underneath the catwalks, there is obviously lights, and there is also like piping, and it's creating like this effect on the walls here. Look at that. Really interesting. I mean, if you look at it, I kind of get it. Like it's bouncing off rounded pieces and the grates and stuff. So it's kind of got this like marble effect on the walls here. Just, you never see that in SE1. That nice harsh shadow there. Okay, so we've got a nice big hangar. Come downstairs. These are like walkway areas, columns, medical rooms. Ooh, nice bright. Ooh. Coming from Samo's ship, this is quite a bright corridors here. Very sterile environment. Oh, this is pretty nice. We're still... Oh! All of this is underneath, but the way the lighting is coming through here is pretty cool. Oh, look at this. A very nice gyroscope wall and a very nice corridor. That is what, I think that's a whole part of Space Engineers 2 building, is like the corridor game. People taking the unified grid system and building corridors in Space Engineers 2. I've already seen like 5 or 6 ones that blew my mind completely. So if you guys need to, you know, practice your detailing skills, just build a nice corridor, get the blocks at your disposal, and yeah, see what you can do. So now I actually am underneath this. So actually what it looks like, there's a catwalk, piping, and another catwalk, and then that's like the hangar entrance here. So some very interesting things down here. Hey, Slinkadeer, welcome. Others joining us today, still finding on the old YouTube stream on this fine Wednesday. So, all right, heading out. Ooh, the lighting. I'm not going to ask this question for much longer because, come on, it's a week 2 already. You guys are playing the game, but I still, maybe you've only just loaded up. Do you guys still agree with me that, like, I was saying this on the reveal stream, on the Marek's birthday stream, on the basically the fact that the game looks good on streams, I think, but do you find that when you load up the game, it looks even better, if you know what I mean? Just from the fact that, live streams like this, they're compressed and they're sent over YouTube, so you kind of lose that quality. But when you're in like native, resolution on your PC, in-game, crystal clear lights, because that's what I'm saying it, because that's what I had. Like, I saw lots of videos, in team meetings and presentations. Like, oh, this looks amazing. But it wasn't until I loaded it up, especially in 4K, and I was like, holy freaking moly, this is like a whole nother level. How can I go back to Space Engineers 1 in a visual sense? Ooh, that's a nice room. Look at that. Big panoramic. Oh, okay, so this is like, I don't know, I can't actually get up. I need like a staircase here. That's nice. A big old panorama, and this looks like it's a dock here, so ships can fly in and dock up to these big landing gear here. I think it's Wednesday. I lost track of time. The stream is on screen too. Space Engineers on primary screen, so confirmed. When it comes to consoles, so you like consoles obviously a very important part for Keen, and if you missed the conversation about that, Brian, the main thing is that the reason for Steam only was the fact that it's a lot easier and faster to iterate and develop rapidly on PC, because consoles have much stricter kind of publishing rules, and as you might have saw with Xbox in recent months, like sometimes to get things published, there's a lot more hurdles you have to go through, if that makes sense, which is fine. It actually is there to ensure quality, but that can be challenging when you just want to quickly iterate and update, add things. So that's just the main reason I think that it was only on PC in this early access alpha launch. But there is someone at Keen already who's dedicated to the porting onto consoles. So there's definitely a strong likelihood that's going to happen. No ETAs on it, unfortunately, at this time, but we recognize you have a lot of Xbox and PlayStation players out there who, of course, also will want to get their teeth stuck into SE2. But yeah, it's going to need some more time in the oven. The good news is the game that you guys get will be in a more feature complete state, of course. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question there. Right, so that was a little walkway. Let's walk down one of these. Wow, the gyroscope room here. Nice. So, and I think, take it easy, Mr. Elite PC guy. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, not from. I'm not in that mentality. I'm not. If that's what you were saying about what I was saying, I'm just saying. I'm just giving the reasons for why. It isn't here on consoles today. And in terms of the certification and these steps, this is not like a. There are some things about platforms like that, consoles, PC, which are subjective opinions, but I think this is not an opinion. This is a fact that when it comes to publishing games on Steam, is it's very easy, to be honest. You can just hit go live and anytime, and new updates, hotfixes, whatever it is. So yeah, and again, right now, and you've probably seen, there's been a hotfix nearly every day. There was a hotfix. What was it, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? So I think we've had about 5 or 6 updates since the game released a week ago or more now. So yeah. So what do you think of Sonic the Engineer? Jogging at 20 kilometers per hour and sprinting at 30 is quite the feat. Oh, really? So this speed that I'm running at, hold on. I'm not even, because 10 meters, what even is 10 meters per second? So hold on a second. Let's change to a speed. Let's change to freedom units, miles per hour. Let's have a look. Oh, shoot. 22 miles an hour? That seems fast, no? Like a 30, I don't even know though, to be honest. I don't even know how people run, how fast people run. I never really thought about it. But like the 22 miles per hour sprint seems pretty fast. In like this, spacesuit. I mean, gameplay, right? I don't think that's gonna change. Like, because if like when you're playing it, it doesn't feel like, when you're playing it, it doesn't feel like that fast. It feels like, here I am, I'm running to the door, but the number sounds pretty high. Like, what is the average, like, how fast is, like, Usain Bolt run? 100 meters, like, let me have a look. How fast does Usain Bolt run? Oh, okay. So, during his world record run, Usain's Bolt speed was 10.44 meters per second. So, wait a second. If I go back, because I think it pretty much... Oh, damn. I mean, not 10.44, but 10 meters per second. So the engineer is like running very fast, actually. Well, look, guys, we're living in the future. We're living in the future. Who knows, kind of like, you know, bio-augmented and, you know, in general, if you look at this, if you look at the speeds of runners and the, you know, like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm pretty sure the average, like, height of the human race has increased over the years. And so has, like, the speed, especially when you look at the speeds of, like, runners and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure. Now, you guys might think I'm grasping, I'm copium, but, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it doesn't feel like running around here, it feels all right, and from a gameplay point of view, it's nice, I think. But, yeah, I hadn't even thought about that, but that's pretty wild. Cryo-induced drugs. Exactly. Who knows what kind of performance... Like, think of it like Ozemic, but for running. This is set long in the future, so who knows what kind of stuff they have. 50 miles per hour is average sprint speed, and I put him in a spacesuit. Fastest ever sprint was 27.8. Well, there we go. It's not as fast as that. You'd think they'd be more sluggish, fresh out of cryosleep. You were in space. Suit could be... Ah, that's it. Maybe the suit could be assisting. Yeah. Whatever you guys need to be okay with that, that's that running speed. Like, I don't think you guys would want a slower speed, right? Let's be honest. Like, this speed, like, this is like jogging. Like, I feel like I could jog at that speed, but maybe it's like the speed they're running across. I don't know. Very hard to say. Like, it's like if I'm running forward, like, it feels like I could move this quickly, if that makes sense. I don't know. Only speed. What is this? No Man's Sky guy you're playing. Justin, welcome. This is Space Engineers 2. Fresh out the oven. So, that brings us to the 1.5 hours mark, guys. So, I think we'll end the stream with some destruction. Let me crash this into this. Let me try and fit this inside. And if you have any questions or things you want to talk about, we can chat. Or if not, we'll wrap it up and save it for tomorrow, because I'm sure there'll be some more things to discuss and showcase tomorrow. The hotly anticipated me building is coming soon too, so yeah, alright. If it fits, it sits. Let's go. I'm so sorry, Samo. Something happened. Damn, that looks sick. I actually got him pretty far. Not bad. Wow. Look at that destruction. Leaking fire. All this twisted metal here. That's actually one of the cooler, wow. Look, if I could combine this hanger together, then it would fit in beautifully, and just cut the antenna off. But no, like the damage effect here is really nice. And you had those kind of fractures flying off when I first impacted there, so yeah. Looks exactly like No Man's Sky. Wow. It's the same in SC1, yeah. The walking speed. Yeah, no one really brought it up, to be honest. It was just Northy just wrecked me with his factoids. Oh damn. It's a serious situation right here. Alright. Sir, you can't... This is a restricted area. Yeah. Yeah, we're backing out. Is there anywhere I can buy King Stuff Have merch? Yes, we have a merch store. It's, oh damn, that's pretty bad. It's called Zazzle. I don't know if you can get this. This is a special one. This is like this is a developer hoodie, but you can possibly get similar ones. And we do sell quite a mix of stuff. Can anyone get a link in the chat? It's like, I think it's zazzle.com/KeenSWH, or maybe it's keenswh.com/store. I mean, in general, if you go to the Space Engineers 2 website, there's the game buying, but there's also a link to buy merch. So, oh, you guys can't link, can you? I'll link it up. Hold on. I should remember, YouTube's very, very strict about game links. Let me link it for you guys. Buy, play now, merchandise, buy now. Hold on. This is just one. But if you go to that link there, that's just one of them. You can see, if you go to like the... Hold on. I can do better than this. I can go to the... Oh, this is it. This is the link you want guys to see local art. Right, that's it. Zazzle.com/store/KeenSWH. And you can see all kinds of things there. If you go inside like the clothing, for example, you'll see do we have SE2 stuff? We have 10 oh, I don't actually see any SE2. Oh, there is. Yeah, further down there's some SE, I think there's some SE2 stuff, but it's pretty early days. I'm sure there'll be more. Anyway. Did you get your mug from Keen? No, I know. Like this is a Pilsner mug. Some would say this is sacrilege, and I'm drinking English tea inside of it. But no, this is just me being weird. So, Hamster, where have you been? I was about to cancel today's stream because I was like, Hamster's not in the chat, and that is a crime. Right, let's give it one more ram here. I'm nicely lined up. I honestly didn't expect to get that far in, but I was also very fortunate that the top part didn't get as damaged, so... Alright, here we go. At work. Seems sus. Here we go. Ooh, that hurt a bit more. Oh, shoot. Holy frickin' moly. Well, that didn't go as well. Oh, man. Did more damage. What happened to the ship? The ship just got, like, completely yeeted out of here. Oh, it's here. It just rolled backwards, but that definitely cost me. Yes, you joined at a perfect time, Hamster. That's right. Look at this debris. It looks so nice. Okay, are we done now? Yes. All right, let me back out before the game saves. Might be too late, and let's load up my other showcase world a second, and we will finish today's stream perfectly here. All right. We gotta always end with a bit of destruction. Right. Now dash a lot of damage. I'm still waiting for Mike's next build, Hamster. Honestly. Yeah, the lag, like the lag that you're seeing and stuff, like there's lag when the saving, like there's definitely this is gonna be better in the future. To be honest. It comes back to the fact that the performance in Space Engineers 2 is really scalable. So we say that in theory there's like no limits to how optimized it could become, being data oriented, because it's set up in like a completely different way to I just wanted to show some of the guys this build, which they may have missed from last week. It still gets me every time I look at it. So yeah, like scalable both in terms of like as the guys just optimize the code, but also as new hardware comes out and years to come, like the game will just run better and better. So okay, Iteration, see you this weekend. Showcase Saturday. I think Saturday or Sunday. I'm not 100% yet, Iteration, but there will be. This little maneuver will cost us 80 years. You need to check the Imitator Reliance. We have some neat goodies for you in the hidden channel. I need to get in there. Hamster, I heard a rumor that you guys are planning the next survival season, because that will be something wild. We need you guys to rise up, because you know UOD have been dominating the survival recently with no one to match them. So I feel like we got to bring back the cavalry a little bit to the literally just stone boys to show them the true meaning of stone. So oh, Pillar of Autumn, really? And okay, we'll see if we can check that out on the next stream. I think that sounds awesome. Yeah. Is there more advanced planned route planning and automation with scripts without scripts and SE2? Can't wait. Yeah, HiveMind. I think making a more accessible system for scripting would be awesome. Like I do expect SE2 to have scripting at some point, because again, it's a huge part of SE1, and it's also part of what makes the game unique in many ways. Wouldn't say like, yeah. So in terms of it being more accessible, I like to think so, because everything in this game is being kind of planned with intuition being better. Like I've already seen some comments today about people saying that they are finding SE2 to be more intuitive, which is great. So that's a huge part of making SE2 more accessible and easier to get into the game. But on the flip side, still with the potential to wait a minute. The miner is it? Hold a second. No, it's a different miner, but it's very similar to the miner we looked at, I think, right? It's interesting. I could be wrong. I could be tripping. Anyway, yeah. Visual scripting, I know. Sign off on it? Oh, I can sign off on things. Secret levels, I haven't seen that, actually, Darkstorm. I haven't seen that. No, I haven't. I'm ready for some more 40k content. I woke up the other day and I was asking ChatGPT to teach me, because I was curious about some facts about, I saw this video, Warhammer 40k video of like, it was like a parade on Terra, and the people were like memeing the fact, because there was like dreadnoughts in the parade, and people were like, imagine being a dreadnought, like getting woken up to just for a parade. But then people were like arguing like, oh, you know, well, like being on Terra, like it would have been like a great honor for even a dreadnought or something like that. So and then it got me down the rabbit hole of Warhammer 40k lore, because I'll be honest, I used to play Warhammer. I have a ton of Warhammer in the UK. Like I love Dawn of War. Like you know, like I think it's a very brutal universe, but it's very rich in lore. But I didn't even know like some of the facts. So I was looking up about like, you know, the history of the Imperial Man and stuff, and man, it's pretty messed up, to be honest. It's crazy. The more you read, I'm like, you know, so yeah, it does run deep. I was just reading about like, you know, it was crazy. I was like curious, like, you know, It started like, you know, what is it like to be like a civilian, for example? Like an average person living on Terra, but pretty much it's not great, to be honest. Like, you're probably either like in factories, like, I don't think anyone in that universe has like a life like we do. Not that I expected that, but I was curious. It's a very brutalist society, and it's all like all in the kind of mission of, you know, not the greater good, that's something else, but, you know, worshipping the Emperor and, you know, killing, killing everybody that isn't human. Yeah, it's pretty dark, to be honest. It's pretty much suffering everywhere, yes, that's exactly, so... I only like went to the edge of the rabbit hole, but I was like, I mean, I already knew this, but there was some random things. I was like, oh, I wonder what it's like. But yeah, pretty crazy. You prefer Halo overall as its brutal elements, but also far more relatable story-wise and humanity lore. Nice showcase. Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, I get that. They got to be tough as well. There's a lot of brutal, you know, always the threats and the Tyranids and the Orcs and stuff. So you know. Anyway, guys, let us wrap up today's showcase. Let us see, who do we have in the chat tonight? Suboptimal life quality. Let's just say we live pretty good right now. So, who are the good guys? Right. Let's see who's in the chat. Give me a wave, guys, if you're still hanging out today. Thank you to all the showcasers. It was great seeing some amazing builds today, as always. We are still very, very early into this game, guys. The best is yet to come. I see Peter, Joseph, Sam, Hamster, Indrasil, Lieps, Grabanton, Rex, Invalido, Phoenix Knight, Fang, Black Sheep, Northy Park, Joseph, Keith, Neo, Fearos, Mad, Scottish Geck, Imp, Samuel Eddy, Brian Ellis, Never Seen, Slinkadeer, any more? Lennon, just joined. Don't worry, Lennon, we'll be back tomorrow. I think, or tomorrow or Friday. So, stay tuned. Music Duck as well. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Dragon Sani as well. Oh, so many people out there today. And of course, the final reminders, guys. If you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell. Ring-a-ding-ding, just for Northy. Appreciate that. And also, if you want to continue the conversation about SE2 as well with the people in the chat here, join the Discord server, discord.gg/xocliw. All in the description below. There'll be lots of people in there ready to welcome you. And yeah, the SE1 and the SE2 channel are popping off. Always people sharing builds, and maybe we'll see your build in the next showcase. So until the next time, guys. I also see Bob the Builder, Jadufin, Staros, Loki, Commander V, MB, and Sir Hamster. If your rotors are banging, better hope your ship ain't clanging. Heading out. Bye, guys. See you soon. I'm out. It's been good. I drew.